So I'm going to put together the 32mm medium figure holder. This layout will be different. I'm redesigning how this is, so don't pay attention to this down here. That is not how it's going to look. First thing I did was I very thoroughly sanded this. I recommend you do too. I used 150 grit sandpaper and a palm sander, and was pretty thorough, which I would suggest you be. It's not a requirement, but I want my stuff to look nice. So let's make it look nice, people. All right. I don't call this company TabletopEnvy for nothing. All right, let's see. All right. There we are. So this is a case where there was a little bit of glue that was stuck in there that kept the laser from getting all the way through in this particular spot. So if you get something like that, I usually should try to catch those, but it's not the end of the world. Not necessarily something you need to get replaced. You might just go ahead and take a little bit of sandpaper right here on the inside of this and get that taken care of. Maybe a little bit more sanding there would take care of that. Okay, so here's the base. Fingers at the back, flush at the front, fingers on the sides. So we're going to put this piece in. Now notice this is longer than this. This needs to be towards the front because it's got to have room for the door to go down. This will be back here and will be right there in that little gap. As usual, I'm using Elmer's Craft Bond Tacky Glue for these videos. Any sort of tacky wood glue or craft glue will do the job. So I'm just running a little bit of glue along here to hold this in. All right, and then I'm gonna put a little on these little top sections. This isn't on the fingers, this is on the little gaps between the fingers. You see where that is. I'm also gonna go ahead and, oh, here, let me do this. I'm gonna take this, put it there. Actually, hold on, wait. Before I do that, I'm going to take this. This is the next thing I should do. I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna put it over here, and I'm gonna put those little slots, those little mortises, and lock them into those tenons that we just put some glue around. All right. Oh, and I almost put this on here wrong. We want to make sure that all the straight sides are towards this and the fingered sides are back here. So there we go. That looks better. I'm being a little messy about this because nothing is going to see this right here. That's all going to be up under that lip. And it's not going to be really close enough to the bases of the figurines that you got to worry about that interfering with where it is. Okay, I'm just going to put a little bit right here to be able to grab onto this. Okay, so I'm going to bring this in there and then tilt it up so that it should, there we are, slide on there. Similarly, I'm going to bring this up here, play around with it a little bit to get those tenons to go into those mortises. There we are. Then we gotta do this. Once again, you might have to play around with these to get them to fit in correctly to those slots that they're made for. There we are. That's starting to go. Oop. Did part of it, but then another part didn't want to go there. There we are. That's in there now. All right. Then this right here is the top part, and that's just going to stabilize this a little bit. point, this goes on here. And this is where a couple of things come in handy. One is a whole bunch of binder clips of various sizes. So that's large and small, and here's medium. So I've got a bunch of these that sit around. Also some rubber bands would be good. The other thing, which is sitting over here, is the clear acrylic door for this one. Now right now this doesn't look clear. That's because it still has the protective film on it. The protective film that ships with yours might be, might look like this, it might not look like this, it might look blue or white or any number of other things. But it should be there, and it should be marked as going with this particular holder. So I'm going to put that there, really just to have something to press against and make sure that we don't bend the sides in a unhelpful way. So I have found that it can be a good idea to do some mini binder clips, like say like that. Do the same thing on the other side. Right. Then my standard sort of medium binder clips here. I'm going to do that to make sure to hold the bottom tightly up here so that it will cure nice and strong. Do more of that here. All right. And then along up here, I'm going to do something similar. I'm going to put that there. Put that there. And let's see, actually, let me do this. I'll put this here. All right. I can go like this or like this. I might do it like this because this one is orthogonal to it there. There we are. All right. So I've got a lot of nice little clips there. If you want, you can then still wrap rubber bands around this thing. Gotta be careful in getting them around these various little handles. That might be able to hold things together tightly there too. But right now, this actually looks pretty good to me. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave this as it is, let it dry up, and then show you how to use it and where it goes. Okay, so I've given this plenty of time to dry. I'm now going to take off all the little clips. All right, there we are. So I will go ahead and take that out. And then let's go ahead and put some of these figurines in here. All right. Let's see if we can fit 3 in one row here. I'm not sure if we can or not. Oh yeah, there we are. So depending on how crowded you want to get them, you can put all 3 in one, and then you've got some leftover extra space for any figurines that come in any of the mini expansions. And then this, once again, we're going to want to take the protective coating off. It can be difficult to get it started in places. But once we do, there we are. So then this little door drops in here. And there we go. All right. And the place that goes in the overall organizer is right here.